All right, everybody. Welcome to tonight's call. Super excited to have you all here. I'm super grateful and honored to really be hosting this call and starting it up for you guys with lots amounts of energy. Guys, I want to see where you all tuning in from. I know you guys been dropping it in the chat, but go ahead and drop on the chat where you're tuning in from. Let me see. I'm tuning in from Arizona. I see Texas in the building. I love it. I see Washington State. I see Florida. I see NYC, New York. Hello. Mexico, Colombia, Scottsdale. I mean, guys, we are tuning in from everywhere. And with further ado, right, before we go ahead and continue, I really want to go ahead and bring up somebody very special, an individual that has been able to create lots of amounts of success, not only for himself, but for other people. Somebody that's going to show us the vision of what we came here to learn on this call here tonight. Somebody that went from being a blue-collar worker, right, to making multiple seven figures in this industry, right, with 30 plus years of experience. And if there's anyone better that can show you exactly what's the future of social selling, is this man himself. I'm so honored to get to call him my mentor. I'm so honored to be working by his side. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up, right, the one and only Mr. John Herremza. John, the floor is yours. I'm excited to learn, and the floor is yours.
Okay, well, fantastic, Anna. Thank you so much for that kind introduction. Good evening, everyone. Guys, super excited to be with you here tonight. I hope that I'll be seeing many of you next week in person at our upcoming Miami event. Guys, this event is going to be a game changer. It is going to be epic. If there's any chance that you can, change your plans, make it to that event, I promise you, it'll be well worth your time and your investment. It's going to pay huge dividends. Guys, again, super honored, super blessed to be part of my daily choice, what I believe to be, guys, the most exciting home-based business opportunity there is, bar none, in the world. So before I jump into the presentation, guys, I want to take just a moment and just give you a little bit more about myself. As Anna had mentioned, I've been actually 34 years in this industry of network marketing. And guys, I started in this industry right out of high school. I went to work in a factory. I was a welder, a maintenance person, welding, building, maintaining equipment, things of that nature. And I also have a learning disability. I have dyslexia. And so still struggle with it today, but back then really affected, my self-esteem, my self-confidence. I was very shy, very introverted. Literally wouldn't even say hi to someone unless they said hi to me first. And guys, I entered this industry. My goal at that time, 34 years ago, was, gosh, if I could make just an extra couple $100 a month. I was making $9 an hour, $9.50 as a maintenance person. And so an extra couple $100 would, really help me out. And, was able to do that. Then I started thinking, gosh, what if I could make $1,000 a month part-time? That would be incredible. And for me, $3,000 a month was my goal. I mean, if I could make $3,000 a month, that's more than I was making full-time. I could transition into a full-time. And guys, now it's been 34 years. And I share this, guys, not to impress you, but more just to impress upon you what is possible. Through the, years that I've been involved now, totaling almost $28 million in commissions. And guys, the other reason I want to share my story is because if you're looking at this and you're asking, can I do this? I can't sell, or I'm shy, I'm introverted, or, whatever the excuse you may have. Guys, what's so exciting about what we have here at MDC is it is a level playing field. It doesn't matter what your age, what your education, what your finances, what you do, where you live. None of it matters. It is a level playing field. If you can get excited about what I share with you tonight and you take action, guys, I can promise you're going to wake up one day and your life will completely and totally have changed. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right into this presentation. I'm just going to share my screen here and we will get started. Hold on a moment. Okay. So Anna mentioned the future of social selling. Guys, what is social selling? I mean, sure, we think immediately about, social media. And yes, that's a part of it. But what social media or what social selling really is It is people sharing something with another person, right? I mean, it's been going on for hundreds of years, whether you talk about a restaurant or a great product, or you're talking about a movie you saw. It's people excited about something and sharing it with someone else. It's just today with the internet and with all social media, it can just be much easier. Well, we have put together what I believe the most exciting social platform out there in the world, from a home-based business to go all over the world. So the first thing I want to talk about is this. When was the last time that you were really, really excited about your life, excited about your future? And you know what, if we think back, a lot of people have to go all the way back to when they got out of school, right? Thought they were going to conquer the world. And you know what? The world kind of conquered them. The bills started to set in. They ended up with a job they maybe didn't particularly want, but they got stuck, started a family and got a mortgage. And, time just goes so incredibly fast. And they're like, how did this ever happen? This is not the life that I wanted. Guys, I want to stir some emotion in you that gives you that type of excitement that you may have had one time in your life, where you have an incredibly promising and bright future, because that's what we offer here. So I think the first thing we want to think about is, what do people really want? And can we provide that? Well, who doesn't want more money? I don't care how much you got, a little bit more would be better. I love Zig Ziglar. He says, if anybody ever tells you they don't need more money, they'll lie about other things too, right? Everybody could benefit from a little bit more money. The other thing is time freedom. This is something that is incredibly rare, because most people, even today, with working a second job and with all the sports activities and all the different things going on, they literally have no time. Folks, we're going to show you a way not just where you can make extra money, maybe even serious money or full-time income, but guys, the time freedom to enjoy it. Very few things in the world can marry those two things together. And of course, with the products that we offer, you dig into these products, and I believe we can improve the quality of your health. And guys, if you can't afford wellness, how are you ever going to afford sickness? And, I think about it as I'm getting older now, and I look at people that are, older, and they're everything is a chore. I want to take control of that so I can, be vibrant and have fun into my, what they call golden years. But it's true for anybody at any age. So what's happening right now in the world, guys? It's scary out there. That's the bottom line. It's scary out there. Inflation, they talk about 7%. I have no idea what they're talking about. My power bill doubled. My gas bill went up 30%. The price of gasoline, food is 50+%. It's 30 to 50, maybe 100%. So think about this. Even if you were making, let's say, what once was thought as a dream income, that $100,000, well, now you're making about 60 based off of inflation as far as where your money will really go. And so again, comes back to people wanting more money. They're living paycheck to paycheck. Matter of fact, falling behind, and of course, worried about their health, worried about their finances. So the question is, what are their options? Well, a lot of people are just like, hey, we got to cut back. We got to hunker down. No more going to dinner, out for dinner. We got to cut the vacation out. We just got to tighten the belt, right? And unfortunately, that's what a lot of people are resorting to. Some, of course, are doing that. Plus, they're maybe getting a second, maybe a third job, and it doesn't even pay as much as the first. Guys, what if there was something that you could do with giving up the security of your full-time job? You could learn as you earn. And one of the things that's important is how money really is earned in this world, right? A lot of people, it's not taught in college. Most people don't understand it, but basically there's three ways, right? There's linear income. This is where 95% of people spend their life. They exchange their time for a paycheck, right? They work for a week, get paid for a week. They stop working, and guess what? They stop getting paid. This is, again, 95%. This is where most people live, right? About 2% of the population, they get to experience residual income. This is very, very exciting. That idea of doing something once and getting paid again and again and again. Maybe you've written a book. Maybe you cut a record. Maybe you're Jerry Seinfeld, or, maybe you built a large book of insurance or something. Exciting, but again, most people have no idea how it would even be possible in their life. Guys, we're going to show you how you can have residual income, leveraged income. This is the remaining 3%. These are the business owners, right? These are the people that are employing all of the linear people. And again, as you look at this and you think, well, great, but I could never start a business. I don't have the 50, the 100,000, the $500,000. I can't take the risk. It's just not possible. It's not in the cards for me. Well, guys, what if I could show you how to have leverage, leveraging the efforts of other people to grow your business, folks? That's what our business model is all about. And that is what we offer here at MDC. No longer having to exchange your time for a paycheck, right? Incredibly low cost. Matter of fact, as you look at this in comparison, literally is risk-free. Be able to work from home, have that commute from upstairs to downstairs. Guys, it's not just a better way to work. It is a better way to live. And of course, MDC is offering almost everything here, as we unfold and unpack this opportunity for you. But what I've learned, okay, now I mentioned I was 34 years in this industry, and I've learned a lot of lessons. And one of them is that all of these companies, right, ender opportunities are made up of 5 critical elements, right? The company, the product, the compensation, the support and training, and the timing. And guys, if 2 or 3 of these critical elements are missing, it doesn't matter how good you are or how hard you work. Despite your best efforts, you're going to struggle. Now, I say that because, guys, there's a lot of people that have either been involved or know someone who's been involved, and maybe it didn't work out the way they thought it would or hoped it would. And yes, it could be greatly due to someone simply not applying themselves. Let's face it, it doesn't matter how great, how good everything is, without some effort, without the willingness to talk to somebody, not much is going to happen. But in more cases than not, something was missing. 1, 2, maybe 3 of these critical elements are missing. Guys, 34 years in the industry, I can tell you these 5 elements, I've never seen them as strong in this company in my 34 years involved. So super, super excited about our future. We talk a little bit about the company. First off, founded by Josh and his wife, Jenna Schwegel. Josh, he's 34 years old. He was a world chess champion. So, that tells you a little bit about his intellect, how incredibly strategic that he is. And you see it all over this company, the culture coming from Josh and Jenna. Jenna actually is a person who is, studied with Bob Proctor, incredible leader within the industry, focusing on mindset and really helping grow people, right? And to grow a business, you have to grow people. So the culture here, truly unbelievable. Little history. Company got a start back in 2014, and they launched with these, little sprays, which are, very bioavailable versus the pills and the capsules and the tablets. That's what they launched with. 2017, they were really first to market in this space within the hemp or the CBD world, and just absolutely exploded. Became one of the fastest growing companies within the industry. In 2018, they hit their first $100 million a year. It started to expand globally in 19. In 2020, they introduced the expanding with this house of brands. I'll talk to you about that in a moment. And technology. Guys, 2020, when the pandemic hit, most companies, tighten their belt. They kind of hunker down. Well, Josh and Jenna doubled down, right? Built out a brand new office here in Las Vegas. That's where I'm at right now. Not at the office, but I'm in my home, but I'm in Las Vegas. They own their own tech company. There's not even a close second when it comes to tech. And guys, we just introduced this past May a new concept called the marketplace. It is going to be a disruptor within this home-based industry. And I'll talk more about that in a moment as well. Of course, we're global. We have digital and physical products, digital products in over 200 countries, physical products in almost 70 countries, and literally almost 1,000 products now. The right products are important, but you need to have a market, right? W. Clement Stone, one of our country's first self-made millionaires, he said, basically there's two schools of thought. One, you can go into kind of a small or a niche market and try to dominate it, take it over, right? Or you can go into a large market where people are already spending money and do something a little better, a little different, a little unique, with a goal of just getting a fraction of a percent of that market. And that's what we've done. Think about this, guys. The travel industry. We have a travel platform, significant savings, prepaid travel over what you find in, Expedia or Priceline or all those travel sites. Guys, $1 billion a day is spent on travel. We even have a fuel saving product. I mean, the money spent on fuel is phenomenal. Everybody's interested in saving money there. Coffee, one of our supplements with, again, a little extra to it, helping you with control your appetite and help manage your weight. Guys, coffee is the second most consumed beverage in the world. Nothing's consumed more than coffee other than water. Imagine being able to do something you already are spending money on, do something that you're already in the habit of, do something you're going to do for the rest of your life and help it control, manage, and even lose weight, folks. Unbelievable concept. Of course, supplements, huge industry. 8 out of 10 people now take supplements. The bottom line, it's an enormous industry. So again, we went into this house of brands. Essentially, guys, this is like 10 companies in one. I mean, if you've ever been involved in this industry and you're sitting there and you think, why can't we have that? Why can't we have that? Right? You're looking at other companies. Guys, we have it all. I mean, think about this. My nephew, who's on here tonight, he made his millions in this home-based industry in the world of trading. We have a trading platform. If we didn't have trading, he'd have never had an interest. I look at my enroller, Jefferson Santos, he made his fortune in travel. If there wasn't a travel platform, guess what? He would have never had an interest. I look at myself, I made my fortune in supplements. I mean, here we are, 3 people, years and years, millions and millions of dollars of earnings, all working together in this house of brands. So phenomenal concept. Guys, again, we have something for everyone. And now the game changer, it is the marketplace. Guys, to understand this, I want to talk about Amazon. Amazon last year did $500 billion in sales. And think about Amazon started out with books. Then they started thinking, what else do people want? They have Amazon Essentials and Amazon Basics. And what do they sell today? They sell everything. Most of what they sell are other people's products, right? Guys, imagine we do that same thing, where instead of you sitting at home and you're thinking, gosh, I need to pick something up, let me see if Amazon has it. We believe that we're going to have so many brand partners. We're going to have hundreds, maybe thousands of products where before you go by, you're going to say, I wonder if MDC, I wonder if My Daily Choice has those products. Matter of fact, Direct Selling News, kind of the governing body behind this industry, they have a newsletter called the Direct Sales News. They say, who's going to break the Amazon code? Guys, it is My Daily Choice that is doing that. So let's talk compensation. To understand this, guys, I'm just going to make a quick comparison to traditional methods of distribution, because everybody's like, where does the money come from? I hear about these crazy incomes that can be earned. How is that even possible? Think about traditional marketing. Think of a Target store. Think about all the products that are sitting on their shelves and understand that about 50% of the cost of those products is advertising, getting you to pick that product up off the shelf. And it's not just in the stores, now online, paying influencers millions and millions of dollars to make a post and promote that product. Well, guys, where does the money come? We spend zero on that. We take that 50%, instead of giving it to the influencers, instead of giving it to the actors and the athletes and the high budget advertising campaigns, we give it to you, right? Real people with real results spread over 8 profit centers. And guys, I don't want to overwhelm you with this. I'm going to conceptually help you understand how the money flows. Okay. Again, 8 profit centers. Let's break it into basically 4 categories. We have immediate income. Now, this is basically your efforts, right? You go out there, talk to somebody about these products, they buy it online or whatever, but you can make immediate income paid on a weekly basis. If you bring someone new in, right, a new affiliate, you make, again, immediate income. Again, that's you and an action that you take, right? Then we have leveraged income. Now, leveraged income is where when you bring someone in, and guess what they do? They go out and bring someone in. And the people they bring in start bringing someone in. Think about this for a moment. Imagine you get 3 people, and those 3 each get 3. That's 9 more. That's 13 people, right? Now imagine if those 9 each go out and get 3, that's 27 more. And those 27 go out and get 3, that's 100, or that's 81. And then it's, I think it goes like 243. I mean, the numbers go crazy, guys. Imagine having maybe hundreds, even thousands of people out there helping you grow your business, and you don't have to pay them. MDC is going to pay them for you. Then we have residual income. What is this? Again, that idea I talked earlier of doing something once and getting paid again and again and again. That's what happens when people either use our products or our services. They tend to use them month in and month out. And guess what? All the people that are affiliates and the customers alike using the products, creating a residual income for you. And then we have bonus income. Bonus income for those overachievers, those people doing a little extra. Guess what? They deserve a little extra. So we have multiple different bonuses that you can chase as well. Let's look at the average incomes. Now, if you're a 1K, if you see there, a 1K, now this is a person very, very part-time, has a few people with them, maybe a couple affiliates, a few customers. It's an extra $6,000 a year. I mean, what would that do for most people? An extra almost $6,000 a year. 5K, again, still on a part-time basis, 16,000 a year. Now maybe you have a team, 15, 20 people, maybe 30. 10K, now you're thinking, gosh, maybe I should think about doing this full-time. 25K, you're probably like, I need to do this full-time, guys, and it just keeps going up from there. So let's talk about tools and system, another critical element. And guys, one of the things that I can tell you, there is not another company, even a close second, when you look at the technology and all the tools the company provides each of us to grow our businesses. I mean, replicating websites for every single product category, capture pages for social media, and to get out there and share and prospect. We've got, product funnels and all kinds of back office reports and tracking, shareable carts. A lot of people get confused. Guess what? Put it together. Let them just check it out, right? I tell you another quick thing I want to share that's incredible is they say 80% of people abandon their cart when shopping online before they check out. Well, guess what? MDC captures that, and we have something called abandoned carts. The company continues to try to re-engage that person for you, and customer service is off the charts. When I first saw this company, and I think it was 26 or 29, individual offices with customer service reps answering the phone. Yes, guys, they actually have a phone number and you can talk to someone. That is incredibly helpful. So again, and it's all free. Events, I mentioned at the very beginning, we have an unbelievable, our annual conference coming up in Miami at the convention center. Guys, this is going to be a world-class event. Again, if there's any way you can push, pull, drag yourself there, promise you will be excited about that. But timing, another critical element. I mean, if you look at anyone who has ever made a lot of money in their life, timing had something to do with it, right? Getting involved in something before the whole world has heard about it. And guess what? Be part of helping the world learn about it. Guys, that is exactly where we are right now with My Daily Choice. Everybody thinks, that the ground floor when a company first starts is the best place. And yes, it can be, but it's not likely, because 95% of startup companies within this industry don't make it through their first year. Think about this for a moment. Are you going to get involved in a business where, think about it this way. You're going to jump out of an airplane. You're going to invite all your friends and family to come jump out with you. And yeah, you're all going to hit the ground, but only one of you, the chute's going to open, right? I mean, you wouldn't jump out of that plane, would you? You see, when a company hits that 5-year mark, they've kind of crossed that threshold of risk, and all of the growth is yet before us. We're 9 years old. We are debt-free. We are profitable, unbelievable infrastructure, global, all over the world, guys. And it's not just the timing where we are as a company, but it's the timing of what's going on in the world. I mean, I think back to, when I first entered the industry and you told somebody you were working from your home, told somebody that you were in network marketing, there's like, gosh, I'm sorry to hear things are that bad. Now they're like, you're kidding me. You're able to work at home. You're able to have that kind of life and freedom and make that kind of money. I need to know about that. I mean, I think that was accelerated by the pandemic, where people just don't want to go back into the office. So again, the timing here, it's almost like a perfect storm, with My Daily Choice. And so, guys, before I jump into really what is next, I want you to hear from some people, okay? Because documentation beats conversation. And so we're going to kick this thing off with my nephew out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, Matthew Thayer. Matt, if you could come on, share why you're excited, what's happening to you in this business. I stopped sharing my screen there for a moment. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, what's going on, John? Thank you so much for having me on tonight. Yeah, guys, for me personally, I've been in the industry since I was 22 years old. I'm 33 years old now. And when I got introduced to the concept of network marketing, guys, I was going to school full time. I was actually really going for a degree that I just didn't really care about. I was kind of lost, didn't really know what I wanted to do. And for me personally, I saw this industry and I fell in love right away. When John starts talking about passive residual income, it brings me back to when I was just 22 years old and they were talking about passive residual income. I mean, I just thought to myself, guys, if I could just make enough money every single month that could cover all of my expenses, I'd be truly financially free. And I said, if this is an opportunity to be able to give me that type of lifestyle, I'm all in. And that was, guys, 11 years ago now. And now we're here today. We chose My Daily Choice as our company, our vehicle to be excited about, because we understand the vision that Josh has with the House of Brands. Like John said, he's here for products. He loves coffee. He's had amazing success in the industry selling coffee. For me, I love trading. You guys, I'm very passionate about teaching people how to leverage their money in the markets. But at the end of the day, guys, it costs money to make money. Like if you want to make money trading, it's going to take time and it's going to take money. But what I love about My Daily Choice is that you guys have the opportunity to share whatever you're also excited about and go out there and create a second stream of income that we can teach you how to leverage in the market. So I've been here for 9 months, guys, and I've brought personally about 300 people out of my network inside to the company. And over the last 9 months, that's grown to over 10,000 people all over the world. I have teams in the UK. I have teams in Canada, over Africa, all over the United States, guys, Latin America. And we're just getting started. This is really the foundational piece to this, guys. I know we have big things coming. I'm super excited for Miami here next week. And what I'll tell you guys is this. You're seeing it right now before it really goes and hits momentum. You guys have the opportunity to lock into something before it goes global, before this thing really grows to a massive level. And we're just looking for people that are looking for us. And I'm super excited about it, guys. And I just can't wait to see what happens here in the next couple months to finish 2023, because I know we're going to go into 2024 with massive momentum. So, John, thank you so much for having me on, man. I'm super excited. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, well, Matt, thank you. Congratulations for all the success you've had and the impact that you've had here on My Daily Choice with your leadership and all the knowledge. Guys, I told you, I came here for the supplements, right? That's been my passion. But I got to tell you, I am jacked up about this trading thing. I'm doing it every single morning. And I mean, it is addicting. It is so incredibly fun. And like you said, I mean, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It's what you do with it that really makes the difference. And when you take and invest it with your local broker, you're not even keeping up with inflation. I mean, what the return, it's crazy. So again, super excited about that.
John,
guys, we're gonna go.
You've never traded before. You've never traded before. You've never done anything like that. But, guys, this guy has taken like a $2,000 account and grew it to over 8,000 in the last month. And he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's literally just pressing buttons, taking trades, following him every single morning. And it's just an amazing, amazing story, guys.
Yeah, no, I'm not a trader. My daughter says, Dad, you're becoming a trader. And I says, no, I'm data entry. I have no idea what I'm doing. All I'm doing is putting the numbers in, they tell me. But hey, listen, let's go to Redding, California. 25K, Rapshell Alderson. Rapshell, are you there? Could you share a little bit of your background and excitement of what you see here with My Daily Choice?
Hi, John. Thanks for having me. Yes. I started network marketing roughly 8 years ago. I was in real estate prior to that. So I was, during that time, it was all about foreclosures and short sale, closing real estate with foreclosures or short sales takes 6 to 9 months. And when I was introduced to network marketing, I was skeptical. I wasn't interested. Though real estate sales are hard and long, but I had fun. But I was forced because of a certain product that attracts my attention, and that was a weight loss coffee. So that's how I started. I remember clearly it was July 4th of 2015, 6 months after I went full time. So I've been full time for 7 years. I started late. I started when I was 37. So I'm unlike unlike you and Matt, you started really early, but it's such a blessing, guys. Once you get your hands into this type of business, into this industry, there's no turning back. The opportunity. I traveled from Europe. In 2019, I was in Asia, in a week, and then within that week, I was in Asia and in Europe, and I couldn't even comprehend that. Looking back, there's no way I can travel Asia and Europe in 1 month if without network marketing. So to say it's a life changing is an understatement. We get paid every Thursday here. Unlike regular real estate transactions, it takes 90 days to close escrow. And one thing I want to say, when you were presented with this type of opportunity with individuals that has proven success in the industry, pay attention, because these people, they have something to offer. And if especially they're making huge money, six to seven figures, I will jump in. And I'm so blessed that I have leaders in the industry like you, John, like Matt, like Brent and Coach Anna, that has great success, and they continually help everyone who are open into this type of opportunity. And so I'm so excited. I cannot wait to learn more in our upcoming convention in Miami. I'm just so pumped up, like, feeding your heart and your brain with all the information that's about to be shared this in few weeks. Back to you, John.
Absolutely. That is, I can't wait as well, guys, to see everyone there. I got one more person I want you to hear from out of Arizona, Bianca Johnson. Bianca is a 10K in our company. Interesting, crazy story. Bianca, share your excitement here.
Oh, hi, John. Thank you for having me. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Bianca from Arizona. My background is I'm from the Philippines. I was a designer, shoe business, manufactured, import, export, and I came to America. I work in the casino business for 6 or 7 years, and then I got introduced with the marketing 4 years. I was in that company for 4 years. Guys, I didn't rank up. I didn't have anyone on that last company I was in, and then I got introduced with this MDC 5 months ago, 7 months ago, and now I tell you guys, I've never ranked up in that short amount of time. I became 10K in 5 months. I'm just excited. The fact that we have so many products to choose from. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so nervous right now, John. I'm so nervous.
Oh, we love it.
The customer service is amazing. The product, I can't wait to, I can't wait for Miami. Sorry, John.
Okay, well, thank you and congratulations. I think you hit 1K your first month, and then it was 90 days, 5K, 5 months, 10K, phenomenal. And you're having fun, right? So guys, listen, I'm going to go back. I'm going to share my screen. And I want to talk a little bit about what's next, right? You heard these testimonials. You got an overview of who MDC is. It may sound intriguing to you. How do you get started? Okay, let's talk a little bit about that. Guys, we have an incredible concept called brand bucks. Now, you can go out there and buy a product, no problem. You can go do that. But the best possible value, what the company has done here with these brand bucks, because people come in and they're like, I don't know what I really want. Well, let's get you started. Well, I don't know what I really want. That's where we have the brand bucks, right? You can get the brand bucks. It's like a prepaid credit card where you just haven't picked your products out yet. So you can kind of stick your toe in the water, at $199, that gives you $200 worth of buying power, never expires. You also get matching travel credit. So that's another $200. Again, you only spent $199. You got $200 worth of buying power, $200 worth of travel savings. Matter of fact, you can use some of that if you're coming to Miami here with us, up to a 25% discount. So it's the best possible pricing on any of our products. All kinds of, discounts that can be taken in, and a one-level matching check, right? Let's say, you want to be a little bit more aggressive, $399. What I want to focus on, guys, is the $799. Okay. And I really tell people there's 6 reasons why this is so important. Now, number one is it sets the right example. Every time you sit down across from somebody, they're going to say, you know what? Hey, this looks really good. What did you do to get started? And you're going to have to tell them, right? And so you really have the ability to kind of set the pace or the example on how others are going to join. The other thing is it increases your commitment. People say, where should I get started? I tell people somewhere between serious and nervous, right? I think back, my first ever company, it was $5,000 to get started. And I think, gosh, if I could have got started with a couple $100, I'd have probably quit right away, right? Because it was not an easy start. Right. And so sometimes, that little extra to get you up off the couch, make you a little bit nervous. So it demonstrates commitment, to the people you're talking to, demonstrates commitment to the, your upline, the people that are supporting you. So again, that $799 gives you workable inventory. You have products to use, sample, and sell. Again, best possible value, up to 25% discount, matching travel savings. Matter of fact, the stack on the $799 is, I think, $1,600 of actual value, plus the 4-level matching check. And what you're going to find is as your business grows, that matching check is going to be the second largest component. You do it once, locks you in, hard codes you to a 4-level matching check until you advance to higher levels. Now, big question people have is, how do I get my money back? And, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Here's one, right? Let's say you buy the $799 pack through our compensation plan. When someone does that too, let's say you bring someone in and they join with the $799 pack, you make a $200 commission. So you think about bringing 4 people in, $200 a piece, you've got your entire investment back, and you still have all the spending power and all the travel savings, and you're locked in at the 4-level matching check. Guys, can't tell you, how important it is to get started properly. So last thing I have here, guys, is do you want to do this? Well, you heard it tonight on the testimonials. This is a fun business, right? Use the products, get a little healthier, make a little additional income. That's kind of the worst case scenario, right? Should you say yes here? That's kind of the worst case scenario. But what has driven me in my life are the what ifs in life. Some people are, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does? What if I could actually do this full time? What if I could make an extra $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month having fun and helping people? What if I could just do that, right? The idea of working from home, right? Have that commute from upstairs to downstairs, have that time freedom, tax advantages, recognition, travel the world. The list goes on and on and on. And so, guys, I'll close with this, because most people live in a someday world. And what I mean by that is they see something and they say, I'm going to do that someday, right? I mean, someday I'm going to get out of debt. Someday I'm going to start saving for retirement. Someday, I'm going to get out of this job that I hate. Someday I'm going to take that vacation or have that dream car. Everything is just someday, someday, someday. And they keep kicking the can down the road. And all of a sudden they're out of days. Guys, right now, MDC is hot. It's not someday, it is today. Procrastination is the thief of success, right? Don't fall into the someday. If we spark some emotion, if you saw something here, take action. I mean, that's one of the success traits. If you look at real successful people, they see something and they act on it. Guys, this is your opportunity to act. Get back with the person who put you on the Zoom here tonight. Get your questions answered. Let's get you started on changing your life and the lives of others. With that, good night, everybody.